What is up, everybody? Let's welcome to the Spotlight by CG Roofless, man. Let's welcome my special guest from a small college, St. Norbit College, tight end, Mitch Van Vooren. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, man. But yeah, second time around. I know the reception difficulty was a little something we had the other day, but I'm glad we worked it out this time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I appreciate the flexibility.
Oh yeah, for sure. For those people who are not familiar with you, tell the audience or everybody else who you are.
Yeah. I'm a tight end from St. Norbert College. Grew up in Wisconsin. Went to Pescio High School. Took a Division I track scholarship to Marquette University for 4 years, and then with extra eligibility, I transferred to St. Norbert to play football for those last 2 years.
Okay, so you were just an athlete from Wisconsin, and you happened to play college right down Wisconsin, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, stay close to home, so my parents appreciated that. It's not as far as a drive to those longer track meets.
Okay, so when you were coming out of high school, was there like other colleges interested in you or no?
Yeah, I had some bigger looks, but mainly for track. I had some D3 looks for football, and I decided at the end of the day, go chase that dream of being a Division I athlete instead of sticking it with D3 football out of the gun.
Okay, so you did track, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
For a tight end, you got some athleticism for sure, man.
yeah. I definitely think that's one of my strong suits. So with a bigger body, and I can still move fluidly and still move quick. So I think that helps out a lot.
So how do you like go from your experience when you first started in college? When did the game got very slow for you when you started playing over there?
Yeah, fall camp. The first time after not playing football for 4 years, it was nice. I had a good group of wide receivers around me that helped me learn the playbook and everything, and walk me into the college experience. So, and then once the first snap of the first game, it kind of all slowed down. But up until then, it was a lot of learning. It's a big learning curve, and just hit the ground running after that.
Oh yeah, it eventually starts to become accustomed to you. I mean, it's different from high school to college for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a different game speed, but I'm confident in my abilities, and we had a good team around us, so it wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah. So have you met with any of the NFL teams or not yet?
Yeah, I was at the CGS bowl game down in Texas in January. So met with a couple teams down there, and then looking to meet with a couple more coming up here soon.
Oh, for sure. So those teams in general, who they are?
Yeah, I met with the Vikings and the Packers down in CGS, and then I'm going to the Packers local pro day in April.
Oh, that's cool because you're in Wisconsin. That would be something to
Yeah,
look.
yes,
I'm,
sir.
I'm guessing you're a Packers fan, right?
I grew up a Packer fan, but then my family traveled to Florida a lot as a kid, and then started watching some Dolphin football. So I also have some ties to Miami.
Oh, okay, but nothing wrong with that. But at least you get a chance to play somewhere close by. I mean, it would have to be something because you played your high school at Wisconsin and you played your college at Wisconsin. It
Hmm.
would just have to be a dream come true to play for a team in Green Bay, right?
Yeah, no, I think a lot of my friends and families would appreciate that, but I'm looking to help out any team that's looking at me, so I'll play anywhere.
Yeah. See, I like the attitude, but nothing wrong with living out a dream is what I'm saying. But
Oh yes, sir.
yeah. But so from all that, man, you met with a rival like the Vikings and the Packers. So there's going to be more teams coming. It's probably because of your athleticism or something. I've heard that you kind of have some speed at that position, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. I mean, coming from a track background, I think it definitely plays in my favor. So running Division I track for 4 years definitely helps out when it comes to top end speed and stuff like that.
So I guess this is a good question by Papa J. Do you hold a school record in track?
Yeah, so I've had a school record at every school I've been to, and so I have one at Marquette in the 400 hurdles, and then like 5 or 6 top 10 times all time there.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm guessing from your 40 time, you might run a 4.5 or 4.4, maybe.
Yeah, we're looking to run in the 4.5s.
That's more intriguing for certain teams that look for speedy tight ends like that. But so do you take pride in blocking or you still have work on that part?
Yeah, obviously not playing football for 4 years is definitely something new, but at the end of the day, our coaches show us that that's how we show our love to our teammates, and that's how we don't get the ball if we don't block. So that's something that we like to do. Put our head down and go hit some defenders.
Oh, for sure. So who do you model yourself after, like as far as a tight end or any other player in general?
Yeah, I'd probably say like, like Travis Kelsey or Sam Laporta, they can go in there, get some good blocks down, but at the same time, they're in space, they're dangerous if you get them the ball.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with it. But if you're talking about somebody who takes it at a higher level, you got to look at a George Kittle, man. That man blocks, plays at a very high level. But Kelsey's just a really good route runner when it comes down
Mm.
to it. Laporta, you know what? You know where Laporta comes from? Iowa, man. They're well coached on blocking.
Yeah, tight end they got down there in Iowa.
Oh yeah, I guess anybody who goes to Iowa, you're going to be pretty good. But I guess for small schools, it shouldn't matter as long as you can make the transition. But so I'm pretty sure you played a different position before you played tight end. But can you discuss the reason why
Yeah.
behind your transition to the tight end position?
Yeah, so at St. Norbert, I played mostly outside wide receiver just because, at the D3 level, I think that and my coaches thought that it'd be better for me to be out there to help our team win. And we already had a pretty good tight end room. So, just had me outside at wide receiver. But I believe at the next level, tight end position probably fits me more because, I'm a bigger guy. I'm like 245 right now, 250 at like just under 6'5". So, definitely with a bigger body size, going inside, being able to use my body to block. And I'm not as twitchy as those 5'10", 150-pound wide receivers they got out there now. So I just think my body size and my speed can help out at that position better.
Yeah, at the next level, since you're about 245 around your size, you would be perfect for a tight end. That's just how they look at it. And you getting
Mm.
some more experience is going to help you along the way.
Yes, sir.
So, looking at your tape, I'm looking at like you got about over 400 plus yards receiving this year, and then you had some good amount of touchdowns. So you were pretty much a reliable target when given the opportunity, huh?
Oh yeah, yes, sir. I think I had over 500 yards both
500
years, and
yards.
yeah, and 10 touchdowns last year. So when the opportunity came, I always could provide. So just looking to keep working and see if I can produce that at the next level.
Yeah, see, that's something that's intriguing. You're a red zone threat, and you shown when given the opportunity, you're very productive. So I can
Mm.
imagine that the next level, sometimes it doesn't matter where you play at as long as you can make the most out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter where you play; it's how you play. So just looking for an opportunity to show my skills at that level.
So what do you take away from that CG bowl game? What did it teach you from that experience?
Yeah, I thought it was very beneficial. There's a lot of those guys from FBS and FCS schools, a couple D2, and then there's a handful of us D3 guys there. But it was pretty cool just to prove to myself and prove to everyone else that I can compete with those high level D1 guys and show them that just because I played D3, I can still compete and dominate at a higher level.
Oh yeah, I mean it shouldn't matter. I mean you're showcasing them and tell them that you belong. So it's like, so for those 32 teams, man, why should they draft you, man? You come to all these 32 owners, you got to give them a good reason, like, hey, man, why we should draft you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a good guy, good personality, good morals. I'm a big locker room guy, can help out, get along with everyone. But at the same time, I have one of the highest ceilings in this upcoming draft. I could be like a passion project for someone as I only played college football for 2 years. You can bring me in, teach me the things that you want to teach me, and I think I have the size and speed to make a real winning impact.
Oh yeah, I like the attitude. So let's say hypothetically, you go to Miami and you want to pick your brains with this tight end. What would you ask for the knowledge and all that stuff that you want to learn from this person so you can become a pro at the next level?
Mm. Yeah, probably just about the playbook, have someone guide me through that because obviously NFL playbooks are more in depth and bigger than our college playbook. So just having someone walk me through the little ins and outs, something that you pick up by playing a bunch of years. So I don't have to learn from my own mistakes. I can learn from the mistakes from the people before me.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty big challenge, especially how you have to learn the playbook and all that stuff. That's from what you're playing in college to the NFL, huh?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, you got to take every challenge head on. So just make sure you have people around you to help you out do that.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a big challenge, especially from learning the playbook and how you overcome them, huh? So it's like,
Yeah, to learn the playbook. I mean, obviously, I didn't look at a football playbook for 4 years, but when you get one in front of the face, I mean, just like studying for school, you go out, you read it over, you do it a couple of times, and at the end of the day, it becomes second nature.
Oh yeah. So how do you build your trust with the quarterback? Because I know the quarterback always likes to go at tight ends at times. So how do you build
Mhm.
that chemistry with him?
Yeah, I think just in practice, working with them, staying late, coming early, hanging out outside the facilities, getting to know them a little bit more. So you do create that bond and that trust. So at times of need, which they know that you're going to be there, and just make sure you don't mess up at practice, so they can trust that you're going to be there no matter what.
Oh yeah, that has to come with the chemistry also. So if they can trust you, they're going to give you the ball regardless. So
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
they always say that a tight end can be a quarterback's best friend.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. So let's go with something with common sense. Like let's say you guys have like a chance to win a ball game, and you had a quitter on your team that just was selfish, and the coach wanted to put him out there to fill that role because he was upset about being replaced by somebody, and that guy happened to get hurt, but he refuses to go out there, and he walks out. What do you do with this circumstances as a teammate? How do you deal with this type of situation?
Yeah, probably try to talk to them, see what's going on, because everyone sees their world through their own view. So try to figure out where they're coming from and see how you can help them. Come back, get back on the field, or it's the next man up mentality. Get the next guy ready to go make that play, so you guys can still win that ball game.
Oh, for sure. See, I like the attitude. You just gotta go with whoever you got and just go from there. But I mean, I think you rarely part. Maybe you might get this every now and then from teammates in the sidelines. But let's say your quarterback and that wide receiver are just not on the same page, and they're just going through an altercation. How do you deal with it as a leader? Because you're a tight end. You happen to be a part of the offense. So how do you
Mm-hmm.
deal with these two guys clashing at each other?
Yeah, you probably got to separate them a little bit so they're not just saying things that it might be a little personal when their problem could be with something else. So just getting them away from each other, talking them down, and then figuring out that we are part of a team. So going at each other is not in our best interest. Take the frustration out on the defense when you're back out on the field.
Oh yeah, for sure. See, that's a good way. You got to talk them out of it, and then at least separate one of them to make it better and all that. So, let's say you guys are down by multiple touchdowns going into halftime. What would be the best speech for you guys to come from behind and win this ball game?
Yeah, at that point, I know you probably got to look in the mirror. See yourselves face to face. Talk to each other about what's the issue are, because you're not going to lie to yourself saying that, oh, we're just right there. So you got to look deep inside yourself to figure out if you really want it or not. We're all there to play football, so you got to figure out what each guy needs to do to get themselves ready for the next half.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good way to put it, man. It's just like, hey, you still got 2 quarters left. Do you guys want this or not? So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, I like this one. This is a good way to put it because I know with experience in college, you had to improve your certain areas for quite some time, and it took you some time to improve it. So, what are areas of your game do you feel took the longest to develop? What would you tell your younger self to do differently?
Yeah, I'd probably say the top route moving directions, because in track we kind of just ran downhill the entire time. We weren't really moving side to side. So coming in from the track background, just being able to move laterally quicker, and my younger self to do differently, probably just keep working at it. I mean, I think that at the end of the day, it's all come down to repetition. So just not being afraid to embarrass yourself the first couple of tries, but get out there, give yourself some vulnerability, and ask for some help early on.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it, man. At least you kind of realize what you could have did differently then. But oh yeah, this is good. How do you spend your time hours before the game? Like, how do you prepare for your upcoming games when you do all that stuff?
Yeah, just try to relax. Calm the mind, calm the soul. Just listen to some music, and maybe just play catch with a couple of the guys. Get the hands ready. You already put in the work throughout the week, so you're ready to roll when it comes to game time. So just make sure that you're mentally checked in for that game.
Oh yeah. So just from watching your opponents, how do you watch their tape and how do you watch the tendencies of their weakness that you can try to exploit the most on?
Yeah, just dive into the tape. Study them as much as you can. Figure out what weaknesses they do have. So then, when you see that in the game, you can take advantage of that. Figure out which routes they don't like to cover, which routes or which like coverages they're not very good at, and then maybe try to take that to your quarterback and to your coach and ask them how you can exploit that.
Oh yeah. It definitely gives you a better way to try that way and see if they can stop it or not. So
Mhm.
yeah. So okay, so like, when we look at the game like this, it's like the offense, you just wanna catch the defense off guard a little bit. But tight ends, they just block or they usually just catch the ball at times, But for what was your best game? What was your overall best game that you played?
Probably the game against Concordia, Chicago.
Oh, that's cool. So, what was the most memorable touchdown that you ever had and made it? Because you said you had 10 touchdowns, so you had so many
Yeah,
red zones.
yeah, probably one of the last ones at Concordia, Chicago. I had 5 and 1/2, so that fifth one, it was a pretty big deal to get that whole hand of touchdowns. Always come back to the sideline, celebrating with the team, and knowing that I put myself and put our team in a position where some of the guys that don't usually play can go get in, and then show the younger guys how to do it and give themselves some playing time at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up. So, all right, let's go with some rapid fire stuff. So, like, seems like you might be a little more of a gamer. So, what are you, like a PlayStation or an Xbox guy?
I actually don't play any of the games. Never really got into that stuff growing up.
Guess we all grow out of it, I guess. So like your go-to store, let's say Target or Walmart, which one would you go with?
Probably Walmart. Everything's a little cheaper there. You can save yourself a couple extra dollars.
Yeah. I mean, as far as fast food, I know we probably cut down because we're athletes, but let's say if you had to choose one, Burger King or McDonald's.
Probably McDonald's. Those McChickens. They're always a go-to there.
Oh, and Papa J's got something cool with these car questions, man. Oof. Chevy or Ford?
I'll probably go with Chevy.
Okay. Ooh, KFC and Popeyes, man. That's a tough one.
I like the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it, man. But
Exactly.
yeah, you can't go wrong. So Coke or Pepsi, man. They always had that debate. Which one's better?
I'd probably lean Coke. I'm not a big soda drinker, but at the end of the day, no, I think Coke's got more versatile options.
Yeah, I've been cutting that down also, so I'm not too big on soda anymore. So it's like, I guess for pizza, is it NY or Chicago pizza?
Probably go. I usually typically go New York pizza, but a Chicago style pizza every once in a while is pretty good.
Oh, so you would go with you go with that one, okay? I mean, Chicago just seems too much of that, too much deep into it. Like I'm more of the NY
Yeah,
style.
yeah, you get a little too much extra cheese, but I think once a year or twice a year, I think Chicago style is good to mix it up.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's got a lot of good stuff into it, but it's just too much for me.
Hmm.
um, Horror movies or comedy?
Probably comedy. I love a good comedy makes you laugh all the
Man, see, we're getting to know you as a person and see what you are. But outside of football, who are you as a person?
time. I'm a friend, a brother, a son. I'm a Christian, so always gotta thank the Lord and figure out how we got here. But I like to hang out with the guys, play sports as much as we can, get outside, and at the end of the day, just hang out with the guys.
Oh, for sure, man. So, city or country life?
Probably the country life.
Well, in Wisconsin, I mean, there's certain parts of the cities that you guys got over there, but there's majority of most of the countryside, from what I was told.
Yeah, I grew up on like a small farm, had horses growing up, and then went to college in Milwaukee, so got a little bit of both of that.
Yeah, a little bit both, but you say you're mostly country, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing for music, man. I guess if you had to choose music, country or rap.
Yeah, I'll probably stick with the country music.
Hey, I can't hate on it, man. I mean, it's something you grew up around, and that's probably something you guys are accustomed to. So it's something that kind of goes with the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, so I feel like the more I know you, the more you seem more open. But like as far as like what is something you need to improve on, like from for all the years in college, what is something you still got to improve on going into the NFL? Because I know we still got a weakness and we still got to work on it at some point.
Yeah, probably just overall knowledge of the game. Only played 2 years of college ball, so just immersing myself into a system and taking that head on and figuring out what I need to do to help out the team.
Oh, for sure. So has there been any other NFL players or somebody that's given you advice to prepare for the next level?
My boss back home knows a tight end from Green Bay named Tyler Davis. I talked to him for a little bit. He gave me some advice going into this whole process. So I definitely appreciate that.
Oh yeah, see, you get some people with knowledge and advice. How has your faith shaped your experience on the football field?
Yeah, so I went to St. Norbert College, so they're a Catholic university, so got to be surrounded with other guys that share the same faith as me. So we always had a Bible study once a week. So just getting to talk about faith with your teammates, I think that it has a greater bond that you can't really get outside of that. And then a lot of the teams in our conference were also faith-based schools, so just praying with the teams before and after. So we're all getting to know each other, and I think you could look at it through a bigger lens that we are just playing a game and we're all here and we're all sons of God. So it changes our perspective a little bit.
Oh yeah, amen to that, man. So when did you knew that day when you came into college that you know what I can make it to the NFL one day?
Probably like my sophomore year of college, I was watching the draft or I was watching the combine with a couple of friends, and just saw everyone go by, and I was like, yeah, I'm bigger than that guy, I'm faster than that guy, so and I have the love of the game, so I thought, yeah, for sure, I definitely think I can go out and play.
Okay, yeah. See, when you kind of have the experience and you kind of get it, man, it's like, hey, you know what? I can keep going with this.
Hmm.
But as far as your backup plan, what's your major and what do you have in mind? You got to always have a backup plan.
Yeah, for sure. So I graduated from Marquette with a double major in real estate and entrepreneurship, and I'm getting my master's of business administration from St. Norbert, and I'm also currently working at base companies in Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is a private real estate development company that takes like old buildings and redevelops them into office spaces or apartment units. So I always have that help me out.
Oh, see, that's a good option. See, you're having a good plan. You got to stay ahead of the game. So, it's a challenging in life, how we balance everything. But what challenges you to encounter the balance of personal life, academics, football field, and how have you overcome them, man? It's a little challenging for some people.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming from a small school and high school in a small city, it's tough to make it up to those huge power four conferences and those big teams. So just overcoming, coming from a small school and then running track for 4 years, transferring into a D3 school for football. It was obviously a big challenge to go compete with guys who've been playing football for 4 or 5 years. But I take every challenge head on, and I believe in myself and what I'm supposed to be doing. So definitely helps me overcome those things, and then deep through the NFL. You don't always hear about it, but I believe I'm surrounded by people who believe in me and support me. So just being able to trust them and trust myself that I can get to the next level.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's always balanced. You just got to find ways to adjust with it. But for a young guy, you still have a ways to go. So it's like once some people have like families and stuff, it becomes more of a priority. But you could still maintain it at any other way you can. You just have to find that balance.
Yeah, for sure. Balance is definitely an important part.
Yeah, man. With that mustache, you kind of had that Ned Flanders style, man.
Yeah. Gotta bring up the stash once in a while.
Yeah, especially at tight end, bro. Like even with even Aaron Rodgers got a better mustache. I was just like,
Yeah, it's a little bit of a flair for this time of year.
yeah, yeah. It's got to be worth the process. Like the dreams and all that stuff. Just for many years of hard work, it's finally gonna pay off, man. So, what would you give the advice to these type of kids who are in the same situation as you that want to live out that dream?
Yeah, probably just keep working hard, make the right choices. At the end of the day, every choice has to be getting you to the next level and becoming 1% better every day. And just trusting God, praying to Him, and making sure that you have fully believe in that plan. Because if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're not going to make it. So you got to go all in.
Oh, for sure. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, man, you're gonna present an opportunity, man. But hey, whatever happens from here, man, just make the most out of it, is what everybody would say.
Yes, sir. Amen to that.
Yeah, you only live once, but like everything will have to take care of itself from here. So looking at the next plan, when is your pro day?
I had a pro day last Friday at UW Whitewater, but it was raining and snowing and 35 degrees, so those times weren't ideal. So I'm actually retesting everything tomorrow with the Zybeck standardized timing system. So get some new times down.
Okay, so they had to reschedule that one. Okay, so I guess we'll see what you're capable of. But you're saying you're aiming to run a 4.5. So if you
Yes, sir.
pretty sure if you run a 4.5 or a little faster, bro, I'm pretty sure a team's gonna take a flyer on you like that.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah, especially at 245. What are you, like 6'6", 6'4"?
Yeah, I'm 6'4" and 5'8", so just under 6'5". Six
Oh,
five
so
with
you're
cleats on,
as big as
so
Kittle.
yeah.
Okay, but you take pride in blocking, so kind of comes with it, huh?
hmm Yeah, definitely part of the position, part of the game.
So are you kind of a personality guy, kind of like one of them jokers in the football field that kind of make people laugh a little bit, or are you just more of a calm, chill guy?
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. I think I can be calm and chill, but once you get to know me, I'll start cracking those jokes.
Ooh, interesting, Papa J. I don't know. We'll see. Is Olympics even still on the table? We don't know.
Yeah, probably not anymore. When I got out of Marquette, I was half a second away from the Olympic trial standard, but I put on some weight since then, and I'm kind of taking the NFL route instead of that.
I mean, there's other opportunities with NFL also, so you never know. But NFL is going to be the first priority. But let's say if it came down to pro wrestling, would you ever even consider that as another option or no?
I would definitely have to think about it. That was never really on my radar before, but with each opportunity, you got to weigh the pros and cons. So we'll see what happens.
See, you're a wise man, so you're looking at other options. But I'm thinking like the NFL is going to give you more opportunities. So of course,
Yeah.
so what kind of dieting and balancing that you have to have? Because I know for some football players, they have to eat proper nutrition and all that stuff to be in good shape, or else they're a little out of shape if they don't eat the proper stuff.
Yeah. I just try to eat a lot of salmon, a lot of steak, a lot of chicken, and cut out the snacks. Because if you get a bag of snacks in front of me, I'll probably eat it all. So I just gotta keep those out of the house.
Oh yeah, for sure. But what would be your cheat meal? Like something that you would have that you don't mind?
Yeah, probably like Taco Bell. A little fast food.
Ooh, Taco Bell fast food. Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
like that. I mean, you can't go wrong with Taco Bell, even though it's not the real Mexican food, but you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, it's quick and it always tastes good.
Yeah, it does, especially the crunch wrap and even the breakfast ones are pretty good.
Yeah, those are the best.
Oh yeah. But man, I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, bro, you're gonna have a good time of your life, man. So for that opportunity, bro, I definitely appreciate your time. I know you got a lot of stuff to do with your training and all that stuff. So whatever
Mhm.
happens, man, I'm definitely rooting for you to succeed, whatever the teams it comes in general. But if somehow you end up in San Francisco, we might need to make a second appearance on the show, man.
Yes, sir. For sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. For everybody else, man, tell them where they can find your social media platform, and we can go from here.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at m.vanvoren14 and then on Instagram at Mitch Van Voren.
Oh yeah, for everybody else, this is Mitchell Van Vooren from St. Norbit College. He's a tight end, man. This is a sleeper, man. This is a Kittle-ish, man. This is a Kittle-ish tight end with a funny personality, man. This is somebody you gotta take seriously, or he's gonna make you pay.
Amen.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. And thank you guys for your time. And hey, we're good.